Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing another perfume diaries video, and I'm going to be sharing all of the perfumes that I have been wearing for the second half of February. So if you would like to know the fragrances that I have been loving, just keep on watching. Before we get started with the video, make sure that you stick around to the end of the video because I am going to be announcing my giveaway in today's video. All right, so I'm going to start off with the ones that I didn't really wear that much. I think I didn't pick these up for sure. I know I didn't use this one. I really love this perfume and I'm always recommending it. It's affordable, but for some reason I never pick it up. Like I will spray it, but I have not picked it up to actually wear it to go somewhere. And that has been like the whole goal with this one. And then sometimes I'm just like, should I declutter it? But then I don't want to. And that is the Guess Seductive Noir. I'm always saying how amazing this perfume is, how good it is for date night. It's affordable. You can find it probably for like under $30. It is just a really good perfume all around. But when it comes time for me to wear this perfume, maybe I should just put it on today. Yeah, I guess let's do that. That's gonna be my scent of the day then. I don't know why I don't wear it. This smells very sexy and fresh, spicy. And it almost reminds me of men's cologne. Sometimes I feel like I should explore more unisex scents because I kind of like to wear those types of perfumes, but this one's making me think of that. It has a feminine feeling to it, but then at the same time, it also has a kind of sexy masculine vibe mixed in. I don't think I would pick this up in hot weather, but like for a winter evening out, the white florals are not too screechy in my opinion. I get more of those like earthy, spicy, fresh vibes in here. Up next, I didn't really reach for my Burberry Goddess perfume, but this is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. There is nothing wrong with it. I was just reaching for another one a little bit more, and they're very similar to my nose, but this right here is just another beautiful aromatic vanilla. This vanilla also smells beautiful here. This is one of those perfumes that it's like a year-round perfume. Doesn't matter when you wear it. It just gives this chic, classy, feminine goddess vibe. It is perfect for going on a date. It's perfect if you want something that smells a little elevated, but it's not too crazy. It's not too beast mode. It has just this dainty feeling to it and a sexiness for sure. I can definitely feel the lavender in this one for sure, but it's so beautifully done. It doesn't get on my nerves. It's just cooling, fresh, spicy. There's also a little bit of a sweetness in here, but it's not cloying. It's not overly sweet. It's like the perfect amount. And then it's just like that aromatic, a little flirty, but it also has like a classiness to it. And that's what I like about Goddess. Next up, I have some good news. Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. I tried it a couple times and I am happy to say that it smells really, really good here for me. It doesn't get too overpowering. It doesn't get too crazy. And it smells really, really nice. I'm loving this one here. I cannot believe it. And I saw so many comments popping up on my phone whenever I see the notifications. Did get a lot of people recommending the Leger version, and that one I used to have. I've had so many of the heels and they just, where I was, they didn't really work for me. And I feel like now that I'm here and it's kind of being like the opposite, my taste has changed a lot. This one just smells so beautiful here. Again, this is like a white floral mixed in with some vanilla. It's spicy. This one's a little bit warmer than the previous ones that have more of like a fresh spiciness to it. This one is more of a warm, spicy. It is inviting. It's sexy, perfect for date night. Let's say you get invited to a wedding or you're going to a birthday dinner. Those types of places I would bring this out, but I have been wearing it even to bed just to test it out, and it hasn't felt too overbearing for me, which is crazy because this one used to get a little loud on me and it always just smelled very weird. I wouldn't get what everyone else was describing with this perfume. By the way, I stopped watching a lot of fragrance content, shockingly, and I don't mean this in a bad way at all. Just literally me as a person who likes to watch content. I feel like fragrance content, let's say on TikTok and short form, for me, I just can't trust it. So I want to go back to watching YouTube fragrance videos. I stopped watching a lot of that because I wanted my opinions to just be my own, but I have been missing, like, you know, watching fragrance videos. So I want to get back into that and see what I relate to now that my taste has been changing. But Carolina Herrera Good Girl is a yes for me right now. now, I'm going to keep it in my collection. It's one that I am very happy that is working for me. My Valentine's Day scent, the one that I always tell you guys I end up wearing, this is Giorgio Armani Si Passione Eclat. This is such a beautiful kind of like shampoo-y, flirty rose scent. This is like a fruity shampoo scent, yet it also smells like a musky, fruity floral perfume. It is like just perfection, and it lasts all day on me. This is one of those feminine scents. It is a floral for me that I can do because I'm very picky with floral perfume. A lot of them do not work for me. They get too sharp. They can give me headaches. This fragrance, I can put it on in the morning and I know that it will be with me and it will be stuck on my clothes all the way until nighttime. I love it. It's my favorite, kind of like for date night and when I want to feel just really pretty and sexy, because my idea of feeling sexy is smelling good, being clean, and this just smells so good. So this is one that I love. Next up, I also used Jimmy Choo Illicit a few times. We still have some in the bottle. I feel like it's lasting forever, but this one's a favorite of mine. I'm always raving about this one. Another affordable baddie, because she is a baddie on a budget. I swear. This right here is fresh. It's spicy. It has a little like zinginess to it from the ginger, but then there's this sweetness that comes through from the caramel and the honey in here. A really nice perfume that takes you on a ride. This one is not linear. This one has different opening and then it changes and then it gets sweeter and then it settles down and it just smells amazing. Lasts the entire day. If I put this on in the morning, the longevity is not an issue for me. And I would say it's like a medium perfume when it comes to like filling up a room. It's not a skin scent, but it's also not like super strong in beast mode. It's kind of like perfectly in between. And I love this one for winter time. I love it for holiday season. So this one's, I need to finish it up. It's so good. I think I'm gonna put this one aside so that I can wear it tonight. Up next, we have another fragrance that I was curious about, that I wasn't sure if it was going to stay in my collection. I was just curious about it. And this one is Giorgio Armani Si, the original one. And I also enjoyed this one. This one smelled really nice here. This one's definitely more woody, but this one just reminds me of like having a glass of wine. It's sexy in a very mysterious kind of dark way without it getting too dark. It's just like a sensual, mysterious scent to me that smells like drinking red wine. It's not my all-time favorite type of perfume. I don't think that I can rave about this yet. It's not on that level, but it's definitely one that I would like to keep and continue to try out. But for me, this is one that I would pick up more for going out. I wouldn't necessarily put this on just to be at home, but then again, sometimes I do that to test out perfumes. So I don't know, this is just a very nice, deep, rich wine smelling vanilla, very sexy, definitely more woody than the flanker, and this line has always just called my name. I just really enjoy it. Up next is another perfume that I'm really excited to have in my collection. I've been enjoying it, and this is Valentino Voce Viva. This is definitely one that I'm so happy to have. It's just a very bright, citrusy white floral scent, and every single time that I spray this one, I think of like the opening of this perfume, except that imagine this is like the champagne version of this. So this one has more of like a creamy, citrusy, smooth, sweet, almost, I don't want to say like tonic, but it's just a little bit more smooth. And then this is more like sparkling, and it kind of makes me think of more of like a perfumey type of scent, but they kind of remind me of each other in a weird way. This is perfect. If jasmine gets too unbearable for you, if you're picky with those types of scents, I feel like this is one that is very easy to like, in my opinion. It's a beautiful white floral scent with a beautiful citrus to go along with it to brighten it up. It's perfect, I think, for any time of the year. This is one that could be like a signature scent that you can wear anywhere. And it also has ginger in here. There's orange blossom. There's gardenia, which is a note that I usually do not go for. But in here, the notes were done perfectly. So I'm really enjoying this one, and I wore this one quite a few times. All right, now we're going to be talking about my top 3 of this video, and you won't be surprised. I cannot put these in order because I love them all to the point that I want these perfumes in my collection at all times. I don't see myself getting rid of them. They always do it for me. I love love them. So the first one is Phlur Soft Spot. As you can see, the dent is getting bigger and bigger, and I get so excited when I talk about this one and I get comments of people saying how much they love Soft Spot, because I feel like it doesn't get enough love. This to me is like an underrated perfume. This is so beautiful. It's like a floral scent. It is so I get a little citrus, I get a little powdery, I get a little musky, dainty, and floral, but the floral is never too much. It's not headache inducing for me. I've worn this on date night before. Perfection. This has amber and sandalwood in the base, and that can be what always messes up a fragrance for me. I don't really feel like I picked those notes up in here. I get the musk, the lily, the orchid, the jasmine's beautiful. It's not animalic or like indolic, whatever it is that I get from jasmine that just drives me nuts. It's not in here. And I also get that mandarin, but there's bergamot in here. That mix is amazing. And the freesia, it's not too loud. Some freesia could be like super screechy and sharp. Every single time I spray this perfume, it is just, that's how I know. That's how I know. I'm getting ruthless again soon, you guys. I'm gonna start just decluttering like a maniac, because that's it. I reached my limit. I want to keep talking about perfumes, but I need to let go of whatever's not making me like this happy. You know, they all need to, when I spray you, I need to have an experience. I need to either have a memory, or I need to feel good. I need to want to keep on smelling it. I don't want to keep like no maybes. I need to stop, because I'm going back to like not wanting to let go of a lot of things. And I realized that some of them I put them on and I don't even enjoy them anymore. So in this tray, there was one that I'm going to be letting go of that it was like, I can't believe I'm gonna let go of it, but it's not doing it for me here. So I'm gonna focus on the ones that I'm just like really just in love with and excited about. Soft Spot is that for me. Up next, I did not put DedCool Taunt down. We're also almost done with this one. This has been sitting for years, so if you do pick this up on my recommendation, I'm pretty sure I need to pick up another bottle to see how different it smells before I run out of this one, to see if how much it changes, because I don't remember how it smelled when I first got it. But this is a very like ambery, warm, vanilla, inviting. There's a little bit of florals in here, but the florals do not take over. For me, it's a little bit of spiciness. It is perfect. It's just, it's one of my favorite perfumes. It's kind of like a vanilla feel to it, almost like warm vanilla sugar from Bath and Body Works. But then there's something about it that just, I love it. And a lot of you guys have picked it up, and a lot of you guys have told me that you love it too, and that makes me so happy. And then last but not least, we have a by Rosie Jane fragrance, and this is Rosie. We are literally also almost done with this. I need the full size bottle of this ASAP. This perfume is like, I don't know what to wear. I'm gonna step out of the house. I might have some appointments or something, or some errands to run, and I want to smell good, but I'm wearing like a basic t-shirt and jeans, and my hair is like in a bun or something. This will make me feel so put together, so fresh, so clean, a little powdery at the same time, and just like soft and gentle, but there. Like, I will get the scent bubble with this one, which is what I love about it, because I can smell it while I'm wearing it. And I always get compliments with this one from my husband as well. So this is a favorite here for us. And it's just like a musky, powdery. This literally smells like the person that you love when you just want to like pull them closer and sniff them. It's like the same effect once it mixes in with your skin. And you know what? I see here in the main accord that there's animalic as a main accord, and that is where I'm getting what I just talked about, like the feeling of like wanting to sniff the person like nonstop. It's in here. That is in here. And I noticed that because my husband like couldn't resist himself when the first time that I put this perfume on, he just kept smelling my neck and telling me how good I smelled. And I think that it's because of that. I don't know what note causes that, because this has musk, rose, and vanilla, but it's just so good. So those are the fragrances that I have been wearing, and I have been layering them with the same body care that I showed in the previous perfume diaries that I filmed. Now we're going to move on to announcing my giveaway. I have been dying to announce my giveaway, and time has just been passing by. Every time that I sat down to film, I would forget to announce it, and I'm ready to send the box out. So I'm going to show you guys this bin that I have, but if you want to see me put the box together, don't miss my next vlog. My next at home with Amy. Those videos are super fun. If you do want to like spend girl time with me, I talk about products that I'm trying out. If I'm cleaning the house randomly, I swear it's just little peeks into my life, but in a form of skincare, beauty, home decor, that type of vibe. I am going to be getting the box ready in that vlog, and you could see more of what's going into the box. I need to kind of like back up for this. Okay, so here's the bin. So much Polite Society set, travel size perfume, a makeup remover, which I am currently using this one. It is so good. So this was the extra one that I got in PR. I'm going to be throwing it in that box as well. And I'm going to be letting it run for about a week. And then I will be announcing probably the next time that I film, just to give it a little break so that all of you guys can join. So here are the rules. I know sometimes you guys don't have Instagram, so I don't want it to be a set in stone rule. But if you have Instagram and TikTok, go ahead and follow me on those pages. I will put them here. In case you are into makeup or the looks that I do, they're always on that side of social media, but my giveaway is mainly here for YouTube. So of course you have to be subscribed to my channel to join. This is going to be a US giveaway. I'm not shipping internationally at the moment, so US only. And then go ahead and comment down below what videos you enjoy the most on my channel, or if you have any video requests. Give me ideas of what you would like to see, because I want to write down a list, and whatever gets mentioned a lot is going to be priority for me. So you're entering a giveaway, but you're also helping me out. It's kind of like a survey. I want to see where my audience is at. I want to see what you guys are liking. So just leave it down below what you would like to see going forward. Give this video a thumbs up. And then in about a week to, I would say maybe like 10 days, I will be announcing the winner. Always remember, if someone contacts you on my behalf, I will not be charging anyone any type of money to send you a box. This is a giveaway. It's coming from my heart. I am taking care of everything. If anyone tells you anything to pay shipping, to give your information, do not do it. When I do announce, it will be in another video giving instructions on how we're going to go about the winner. So thank you so much for all of your support. I appreciate you guys so much. I wish I had enough product to do like 10,000 boxes. I swear, if I'm receiving products, I want to share with you guys, because I am blessed to do this because of you. If I didn't have you, I would be talking to myself. Like I always say, I would just be talking to my camera. So you're very important. I appreciate you, and I have a love for you guys that you just don't understand. I am very grateful for my audience and my community. So this is my way of saying thank you, and hopefully along the way we can have more winners, bigger prizes. So here is to making it to 60,000, which is up next, and then 100,000. I love you guys, and with that said, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.